Thank you, Bomb. I didn't shake at all. Thank you, Dampner. Thanks, Scott. I was recently, about 4 days ago, I was invited to a website, a group, if you will, called Motovlog Alliance. Very cool. I've only been on there for about 4 days. 3 days? 4 days? I don't know. But I'll tell you one thing right away that I really, really enjoy, and that's how open and helpful the other people are on there. Because I'll be honest, I've tried a few others. I was on Moto Amino. There's a few groups or chats for motovloggers, but I'll be honest, 90% of them are pretty selfish on there. It's basically just share a video, look at me, and that's it. And then they're gone. They don't talk to you. They don't get to know you. You know, they're not in it for everyone. They're in it for themselves, and that's something that just, I don't know, it just bugs the hell out of me. I'm all for, like, I mean, that's what I love about the Motovlog Alliance as well. They have a chat strictly just to dump videos, and if people want to look at them and give you their input on it, they will. If they don't want to, they won't. But there's also chats that are specific to just help, you know, help me with editing a video. Give me some pointers or ideas or whatever. And everyone on there so far, I haven't met a single one who wasn't willing and open about what they're doing and stuff. That's one huge thing that is hard to come by, it seems like, in the motovloggers world. And it's sad, really, because I'm from the technology world, which is, there's a saying that goes, share openly and steal freely. And basically what that means is, you know, is that they're going to take your ideas. You know, in the technology world, people use each other's ideas. Samsung and Apple, you know, and LG, and it doesn't matter. Basically, when it comes down to it, is that competition is a good thing. It's what drives us to do better. And there seems to be some sort of thought in the motovloggers world that there's not enough subscribers to go around. If they subscribe to you, they can't subscribe to me. That's not true. At all. I mean, I'm subscribed to way too many motovloggers as it is, but I don't care. I'm there, so I watch their videos. I get ideas from them. You know, get ideas for new content for my channel, and that's a good thing. There's no such thing as stealing somebody's idea, because guess what? If I come up with an idea, I'm gonna say, you know, my adventure time, which I'll be starting up again now that it's summer, and I'll actually be able to get out and do stuff. Adventure time with Drop a Gear. You know, if tomorrow another motovlogger came out with their own version of the exact same thing, nobody would bat an eye, and I sure as hell would, because you know, they're gonna do something different about that. They're gonna do it in their own way and make it interesting, and I might learn from that to make myself even better. It's just like with phones, like I was saying with Samsung and Apple and whatnot. You know, when they've been competing back and forth as the two flagships for quite some time, and they just make each other better every year. You know, Samsung comes out with something, so the next year Apple comes out with something it's better than that one, and then that, you know, and then Samsung's got to beat that, and that just makes them as a company better. Because if we all were just settle with what we have right now, we'd still be with, you know, flip phones, because nobody out there was like, you know what, I should do better than this. I should make something new, something better and interesting. No, there would be no point to. So that's what we need to look at it as that point of view in motovlogging. And hopefully we can, you know, that's surely what I'm going to do. I'm going to steal everybody's ideas, and I'm going to make it better. And then I want them to steal my better idea and make it even better than that. But anyways, I'm done bitching about that, I guess. Nobody coming. I'm talking about. We're gonna talk about, now that I slow down a bit. Oh no, my jacket's coming off. I forgot this in my jacket. Whoop. So we're going to talk about why I ride. Alright, it's going to be sentimental. We're going to get real emotional, guys. We're going to start crying and laughing and whatnot. It's just going to stick around till the end and bear with me here. That feeling right there that I just had, for those of you that do ride, you understand exactly what I mean. There is nothing like it, and I'll tell you what. It started out. We're about to get the lowdown on Dropping Gear's life story. Okay, it started out with me as a kid, right? I saw people riding. It was something that my family didn't really do. In fact, most of my family didn't like it. You know, it was unsafe, this, that, and I understand. My sister's godmother, her husband built a Triumph, and the day that he had it done, the day he finished building the bike, he took it out for a ride. A truck or a car ran a stop sign and hit it broadside, T-boned him and killed him instantly. And you know what? I can understand the rest of my family, everyone in my family, being pretty upset about that, obviously. I can understand it, and the fear of motorcycles after that. But for anyone else who rides, truly understands that it's worth the risk. It truly is. And to this day, there's still people in my family who don't necessarily like that I ride, and I don't. You know what? It's a life decision. It's not a hobby, as most people call it. It really is a lifestyle that, unless you're in it, you don't understand it. So that's the majority of the reason. That's the main reason, anyways. But there's a lot more to it. You know, there's I'll be honest. There's my history of being in the military. When I got home from the military, I missed that brotherhood, and not just that, but also the, I don't want to say fear, because it's not the fear, but it's the excitement, you know, of certain things that I won't go into detail with, but either way, the adrenaline, constant adrenaline. And I get that on a bike. I really do. And you know, I'm not saying, you know, not going out and doing something crazy. I'm not doing 180 on a back road or on the highway or nothing, no. But there's definitely an adrenaline rush to riding. I'm addicted to it. And that's a huge part as well. Now, when I got home from the military, I tried to ride with a group called Leatherneck Nation, and I actually rode with them a little bit. I never got patched in or nothing, but I rode with them a little bit, and that really filled that brotherhood that I enjoyed so much in the military that I lost, you know. And but then I sold my bike. That was actually you know, that was hard for me. I sold my bike because at the time I was broke, and I needed a vehicle for the winter. I live in Ohio. So I sold my bike and bought a truck that day. And that was that. You know, it took a little while for me to get another bike. And then once I finally did, that was when I'm like, I'm never getting rid of it. Never getting rid of a bike ever again. And I also decided that, you know, if somebody didn't approve, then that's fine. They don't have to approve, but they have to accept it. I'm not going to change it. I'm going to ride until it kills me or something else does. And whether that's in, you know, 10 years or 100 years, it doesn't matter, because I'm doing what I enjoy. period. It's not up for debate. And that's something that everyone has to make that decision, and I understand that. There's a lot that goes into it as well. There's people who get out of the riding community because they they have to take care of their family. I get that, don't get me wrong, I do. I'm not there yet. I don't have kids, and maybe someday when I do, something will change my mind, but as of right now, it's not happening. That's the major reason that I ride. I ride because it's not that I want to, it's because I need to. That's why I ride. I ride because it's not a choice. You know, there's people who are addicted to alcohol, there's people who are addicted to drugs. You know, I'm addicted to this feeling right here. And I'm not willing to give that up. It is the freest feeling in the world, guys. There's just something about it.